Without a vigorous love, Zhao Liying won the numbness by focusing on creating a steel heroine. Among the top 85 actors, Zhao Liying is the fastest and most successful. Although several other actors have also tried to transform, they still have polarized in script selection, and even many post-85 Xiaohu are still acting as idols drama. And Zhao Liying has already put aside the dramas that helped her become popular, and turned to works with realistic themes. Zhao Liying also pushed Xiangxia dramas and sweet pet dramas to a climax, becoming a popular actress with high popularity and traffic, but from Happy 10,000 Family to The Wind Blows Penelope, she has already broken the audience's inherent love for her impression. The word-of-mouth phenomenon of a happy family has been polarized, but what is certain is that it is not easy to control this kind of theme, and it is not easy for Zhao Liying to be able to stand up to the role. And The Wind Blows Penelope has both popularity and word-of-mouth. The high score of 8.4 proves the audience's recognition of the work, and it is enough to see Zhao Liying's precise vision in choosing dramas. The filming of Time's entrepreneurship drama is relatively difficult. Wind-Blowing Penelope has achieved success with the blessing of multiple advantages such as a strong creative team and a ceiling-level lineup. Bravely enter the world and abandon the Mary Sue-style love model. Film and television dramas often have a special skill from the very beginning when shaping the hero-and-heroine. For example, a domineering president must have the ability to make money, while Cinderella often has good luck. This setting can make the protagonist no matter what. Having a solid background or having nothing can quickly drive success. Subangxia in The Wind Blows Penelope is courageous. Although she is petite and inconspicuous in a men-gathered industry like the steel industry, she is well-versed in the way of life. Compared with the bosses in other industries, she is more proactive and courageous. At the wine table, other people were discussing how to pull the fake foreigner Zhao Liying who was toasting everywhere to their own table. To lure, to draw the other person to the table you are at. Although Subangxia came from a humble background, she does not have a strong family background that can bring her opportunities for development, let alone reliable friends who can lead her to become rich. But she has gradually become a big name in the steel industry, from the head of the scrap steel purchase station that even her father is not optimistic about. Courage is Subangxia's skill. She didn't have the capital to buy scrap steel, so she did everything possible to borrow money, and managed to raise enough money to build a steel factory, but was tricked by the other party, and she was the only one who dared to stay in a foreign country to seek justice and opportunities. This kind of low-key person seems to have nothing to do with female entrepreneurs, but her ordinary start just made her later success more contagious. And while she has the courage to do this with her own ability, she also has an extraordinary business acumen. When she was the owner of a waste collection station, she took a fancy to the dilemma that the leftovers discarded by various small factories could not be handled uniformly. In order to make a lot of money with the smallest cost, if you have the opportunity to buy scrap steel at a low price and sell it at a high price, you'll directly ask for 15,000 tons without hesitation. Subangxia will make a move whenever he sees the opportunity. She is unequivocal and will never give up opportunities to others. Even if the price of steel plummets, she can bear it, gritting her teeth and persisting until the policy supports the price of steel to recover. And this precise business sense is also the basic condition for its success. Those who make big things don't care about small details, and those who become bigger and stronger don't stick to small details. Subangxia is never satisfied with petty profits. His goal is to constantly look for opportunities to make the company stronger. In Subangxia's eyes, there is never the possibility of standing still or taking the opportunity for others. Subangxia uses this brutal growth method to seize every possible opportunity for her own growth. Her tenacious vitality can move people's hearts, and it can also make the audience intuitively feel the charm of a true career-oriented heroine. The play did not spend too much space describing Subangxia's love story. Being betrayed by her husband was only presented for a few minutes, and it was only regarded as a necessary background and needed to be explained. And there is no vigorous love between Zhao Liying and the official CP, but the two have become an evenly matched couple, supporting each other in their careers. This drama abandons Mary Sue's love model and focuses on shaping a heroine in the steel industry. As long as you grasp the key points, The Wind Blows Penelope has surpassed most of the fake big empty female lead dramas. Fortunately, the personal conditions with chips are worse than the irretrievable native families. The play highlights Subangxia's vigorous and resolute career and absolute calmness to highlight the rational side of the characters, and at the same time make the characters more three-dimensional and real through his emotional side. Subangxia is a complex character with both luck and misfortune in the universal values. Fortunately, she has the personal conditions of the bargaining chip. Her mother died when she was born, but she left a home for Su Bengxia. This is the house, let his father Su Yoren and the family formed by his successors live in it all the time, so he had to look at Su Bengxia's face. This is the material connection that allows Su Bengxia's family relationship to be maintained, and for Su Bengxia, this bargaining chip is an advantage that will not be completely abandoned by the family relationship. But she is in an irreversible native family. Although her father and mistress may not bow their heads because of the house, they are also because of an unreliable father and a cruel stepmother. It is impossible for Su Bengxia to enjoy family happiness, especially his father Su Yoren's attitude towards Su Bengxia. It is mainly based on the calculation of benefits. Occasionally when Su Bengxia needs to pay, he will use family affection to try to influence the other party, but in Su Bengxia's view, it is more hypocrisy, indifference and alienation of the relationship. It is the portrayal of the original family that makes Su Bengxia a warm person. In the business world, she doesn't care about favors, she only talks about rules, and her vengeful partners who dare to love and hate are in stark contrast to her multiple forgiveness and frequent bows to her family. Su Bengxia is a real heroine with flesh and blood. Although she has a bitter side, she also feels firm and powerful. Domestic female lead dramas are out of the circle again, and high-quality female dramas are of reference. In 2015, Noon Sunshine launched the female group portrait work Ode to Joy, which successfully pushed this theme to a climax, and then released works such as 30 Only and Love is Delicious. Among them, there are many dramas with a double harvest of word of mouth and popularity, but there are still a large number of female works that only take advantage of the subject matter, but do not show the true charm of the heroine. Full stop. The Wind Blows Penelia is a typical female drama. This theme focuses on portraying a female image in the play, but it does not prevent it from portraying other characters in the play with more delicate brushstrokes, which can make people feel more substituting. Therefore, from a certain point of view, a high-quality female drama must also be a high-quality group drama. The happiness of thousands of families in The Wind Blows Penelia starring Zhao Liying, although one focuses on the countryside and the other focuses on the steel industry, they are essentially realistic dramas about women's struggle. The difference is that The Wind Blows Penelia is more contagious. From the perspective of the script, some elements that the audience likes to hear and see are discarded, and the heroine's struggle process is focused on. There are not only the friendship between her and her friends who help each other, but also the description of the love line. But these are not the main points. The most eye-catching thing is that she and her partners either complement each other or stand on the opposite side, competing for slim opportunities. This female drama really focuses on the heroine's career. The greater part of the crowd's assumptions for a vocation-situated courageous woman are to zero in on their professions, like Su Bengxia and The Breeze Blows Penelia. Simultaneously, The Breeze Blows Penelia didn't depend on an excessive outside force for the champion's ascent. For instance, similar to the main portion of my life, under the pennant of the courageous woman, yet as a matter of fact, the champion's circle back relies completely upon men and sweethearts. There are additionally some significant champion shows that depend altogether on happenstances, making it hard for the courageous woman to do a wide range of stunts, as Su Bengxia and The Breeze Blows Penelia, who gathers one small step at a time from the base and snatches every one of the supplements. With the chance to develop fiercely and become a champion, this sort of persuasive story is all the more genuine and contacting. Returning decade, female dramatizations are additionally exceptionally famous. Despite the fact that aside from the evaluations, they were not generally so famous as Sweet Pets and Old Mannequins when they originally set off. All things considered, the crowd of youthful crowds is restricted, yet from the subsequent evaluations nonetheless, it tends to be seen from verbal exchange that female-themed dramatizations are frequently of the kind that has gathered a great deal. Ladies Don't Cry featuring Haring Tian once made the famous Korean show Daejangjeom lose its gloss. In any case, Luo Yasu depicted in Chicken Plumes Traveling to the Sky utilizes a more receptive outlook and viewpoint to make a female person who likewise scales from the base. There is a sure distinction between the qualities a decade prior and today, so the female pictures made by past film and TV works likewise have specific limits. The courageous woman who is truly equipped for striving to make a world is sufficient to make individuals profoundly thoughtful. Also, The Breeze Blowing Penelia took a similar course, with similar components, however there are sure contrasts in the time of racking and the style of the work, yet they generally made progress. It tends to be seen that shows with this sort of subject are as yet well known. The key is to make the characters sensible and depict their development cycle determinedly enough. This time, Zhao Liying, who picked The Breeze Blows Penelia, totally won. Likewise, The Breeze Blows Penelia, as a significant homegrown female lead show, can be out of the circle once more, which likewise makes the subsequent top-notch homegrown female dramatizations there is a reference. 02. Wang Yibo's appearance. He has the option to talk solely after seeing a genuine individual. Dark fans can at long last quiet down. Wang Yibo can be supposed to be the one with the most questions behind the highest point of media outlets. From training to appearance, from acting abilities to works, his prevalence won't generally go without a hitch, however the street will be uneven. 36 years after Argentina won the World Cup, another sunrise and legend at last introduced. Messi satisfied his main goal and effectively presented to us an extraordinary feeling of solidness. To get through the mists and see the sun, you will continuously go through highs and lows and thistles, and solely after you succeed, all that will appear to be so commendable and coordinated. The World Cup is finished, and our lives should be grounded. We have encountered an excessive number of red cards and yellow cards very much like the World Cup, yet this is the reality, the most alluring spot. Likewise, in the beyond a long time since Wang Yibo's blast, the street has been loaded with thistles. There are features of hip jump, there are additionally different reasons, bits of gossip and criticism, there are scenes of his positive energy under the tempest of agreement and there are unexpected debacles. The hint hurrying to the bleeding edge furiously, the gathering scorn after the auto collision, and his desolate mental fortitude to take on the job. As of late, Wang Yibo figured out how to go to an honorary pathway. He didn't expect that his prevalence could be in a split second killed. Nobody at any point believed that the top class can exist in such a broken manner. Going to the Zhizu function, I accompanied the work mysterious. In the style function, the examination of different appearances and expressiveness is actually a confrontation. Wang Yibo's participation this time will without a doubt make dark fans totally insulted the scene. They scorned Wang Yibo for not being well sufficiently known, insufficient espresso, and utilized the purported sub-top class to depict him. However, he didn't expect that Wang Yibo's appearance ended up being a legitimate eye-to-eye. As the finale appearance, Liu Chuang, supervisor and head of Zhizu, came to get him face-to-face, and the seat in the infield was appropriately situated in the middle. Indeed, even let the supervisor and boss post an article face-to-face, and the presence of posting photographs, you said that Wang Yibo's espresso position is actually so hip? Any individual who peruses it needs to say, it's truly overwhelming. He used to disparage Wang Yibo for his attractive features, and for acquiring muscle for his job, he demanded being a stint-bun among dark fans, making a wide range of derision. A youthful person in his 20s, with collagen all around his face, and fat all over, combined with his regular white skin, this sort of jealousy is past the point of no return. Why he is criticized for his appearance, must be supposed to be desirous, it's dark in camouflage. This time, individuals from the design business assembled. Individuals who have seen Wang Yibo with their own eyes were dazzled by his stunning facial elements. They remarked that Wang Yibo has a place with the sort that experiences being effortlessly attractive. In the wake of seeing it without a doubt, Chen Kaney, as a design blogger, remarked, Wang Yibo, genuine individuals are not attractive, he is essentially as fragile as a BJD doll. At the point when Han Hong went to Xiansheng, she shared with Wang Han that this youngster is so attractive. In the wake of meeting Wang Yibo, Su Zhang said that he was basically as fragile as a figure. Enthusiasts of Wang Yibo said that they realized he was attractive, and in the wake of seeing a genuine individual, they definitively turned into a genuine fan. The genuine individual is truly lovely, and his appearance is exceptionally safe. After the dark fans saw it, they just tracked down different points to uglify it. All things considered, there were very few pictures. This time, Wang Yibo's appearance needn't bother with to be reprimanded by others any longer. Subsequent to seeing such countless genuine individuals and giving direct assessments, it is without a doubt the best confirmation. Previously, fans were discussing it, which caused individuals to feel that it was the fans' channel's temperamental. This time, he is an expert. In the wake of seeing it, he shared it through the stage, however even said that he in a flash turned into an enthusiast of his folks. It is sufficient to demonstrate that Wang Yibo's appearance is certainly perfect.